Your paradigm with time matters a lot. Welcome to another episode of Self-Employed Success Secrets. Monday edition. On today's episode, we're going to talk about how your paradigm, here's a pair of dimes, the way you think, your paradigm, your cognitions determines how many of these you get versus what you should have got. Okay, so pay attention, okay? Change your paradigm and you'll be able to get more pairs of dimes. So what exactly does this mean? Your paradigm with time matters a lot. So you probably heard the saying, time is money, and it is. But the problem with that is that phrase kind of suffuses to the mindset of how most people see work, is that they have to put in time. And this leads to the first point, is how we've been historically thought to see time and work. There's definitely a link between time and money. Money has no meaning outside of time. If time doesn't exist, money is superfluous. So you need time to have money, but it's not the only element. And we're taught it's the most critical element to earning money. Now, the way we're taught to see money is, okay, your time first, then toil, then your thinking, okay? I want to actually break this myth and show you that it's the exact opposite. Instead of it being, here's the time we have to put into work, and that leads to the toil, and that toil leads to the thought of like, how should we do things at work? It begins with your thoughts, then toil, then time, okay? This mindset shift, going from the regular way of thinking, time, toil, thought, and flipping it to thought, toil, and time, will determine how many of these you'll be able to get. Okay, it's paradigms, 20 cents. You need 5 sets of these to get $1. Okay. Now, this is a really big deal. Okay. Now, the next part of this video, we're going to talk about how most people see time. Most people see time as a wall. It's a barrier, a necessary evil. I have to go put in my time. Okay, it's almost has the same tone as saying I have to go put in my time in prison, but we can probably talk about that during a different video. Or on the flip side, you can see time as water. Okay, and remember, this is a technique episode. This is about how you should becoming self-employed is about thinking at a higher level. Okay, it's about thoughts. It's about awareness and energy. That's what being self-employed is about. Okay. So to continue that point is that, how do you see time? Most of us see it as a wall, as this inexorable, rite of passage to get money. I have to get my time to get money because it goes back to that time-money connection. I'm telling you in this video to divorce the time element from money. Don't make it the primary concern, make it the secondary. Honestly, make it the tertiary concern. Your thoughts should be, my thoughts are going to lead to money, which leads to the toil that powers the thoughts. And then time just happens to be incidental. It's ancillary. It's auxiliary to what you do instead of it being primary. Most people are thinking about the time. You're only going to get so many hours in life, okay? You won't even get 1,000,000 hours in life. You can do the calculation, okay? If you've got only a few hours, you shouldn't charge hourly. Companies charge hourly to control their cost, okay? Because they know there's only 24 hours in a day. They could have 200,000 employees, but they can only work 24 hours a day. You've limited your cost. So you got to think about that, okay? And also, too, the model of our working schedule is built on the Industrial Revolution, but that's a whole nother topic for another day. Also, you can see a glimpse of the office back there. Got a lot of stuff up there. Anyways, yeah, you can either see time as a wall or as water. The successful self-employment venture sees time as water. There's a formless, flexible, fluid substance that they can use for their benefit. With water, you can use it to drink. This is just in the metaphorical sense. You can freeze it, or you can use it and turn it into steam to power things, okay? So if you see time as water, as something that is at the mercy of how you decide to use, instead of it being backwards, I have to go into work from 9 to 5 every day, you can say to yourself, hey, I'm going to work around I'm going to do things in as efficient of a manner as possible, not being wasteful or doing your work in a slapdash manner. I'm not talking about skimping. I'm talking about using and being intelligent about your time. Figuring how much does it take, how little time can I put into this to make sure it's very good. Okay. So, like I said, extricate yourself from that. Time is the most important part of making money. It's not true. Thought is the most important about making money. You're going to still have to put toil in. Toil is important. It's the meat of the sandwich. You're going to have to put work to bring this to life. But focusing inordinately on time will mess you up. And if you think I'm lying, a lot of old people in their 50s and 60s looking back and like, man, I don't have that much money because I spent all my time at this BS job. Your job will take everything. They'll take your money, they'll take your time, they'll take everything. And that's why becoming self-employed is so important. But how you think about time, really, really matters. Okay, evaluate your paradigm, today. Do you see time as a wall, something that's a barrier to you having a better life, or do you see it as a formless substance? Remember, you can either see time as water or the wall. Okay, see it as water. That's been the personal experience here. Is that if you see water as the way time is actually oriented, you'll have a much better life. You'll have much more time. You'll make more money. Okay, I don't charge hourly. I charge based on results, and on the back end when no one's looking, being draconian about how to get the best product possible for the least amount of time. Okay, being efficient, thinking, using technology. Okay, with the advent of computers and being able to do remote work, you can increase your productivity exponentially. And the price will be the same. Because remember, people don't care about how much time you put in unless they want to control costs. Big companies care about how much time you put in, but smaller companies you're working, if you're being self-employed, they're not going to care as much because it's just like they just want a result. So all I'm saying is that evaluate your paradigm with time. Okay? Evaluate your paradigm of time and things will be better. See it as a wall. See it as water, not the wall. Okay. Hopefully you got some value out of this video. I hope you have a good rest of your day. But remember, self-employed is about thinking at a higher level. It's about awareness. It's about energy. Okay. Bye.